Like, no.
That's what we call a valid excuse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also gave you plenty of warning for that.
Okay, now you didn't have to add that last part, okay?
I didn't have to, but I wanted to.
Well, that actually
I have
worked.
valid excuses.
Yeah,
There you go.
that could work. Yeah,
Okay.
the Wednesday could work.
Swindle,
Yeah.
that you know, in that context, right? Like, what's called, we all forgive you and everything like that. It's all good. So when you're choosing someone to save in the game, you know.
Okay, so next week we will do the Wednesday. I'll ping everybody the time because our time changes, I believe, before next week. But the Americans don't. So I will send you like your local time so you got the correct time for it.
It's screw you, racist motherfucker.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault. You changed it a week after.
Is anyone doing a Halloween game?
Yes, me on a Saturday. Now, the second thing I want to touch on is we are very near the end. And you're in a very dangerous place, your characters. If you will get the chance to make the dice rolls when bad things happen, but if you don't make those dice rolls, I can't help you. So think carefully about what you're doing, because I really can't make excuses just to string you along for like however many more sessions if you make a dumb mistake and get splatted or dragged into pool of acid or something.
The cosmic horror monster decided to not eat you.
Yeah. You need to trust me that it'll work out, but I'm not going to save you. But you will get. I always give you a chance to roll a dice because it would be unfair to just like pick you off from a distance in the dark alley.
Okay, but counter argument, what if there's a really pretty maid that's in the
Yes, but you'll get the chance to roll to try and get away from her before she finishes piercing your heart with her talons.
Okay, just, fair enough.
Or the other people
You always have the opportunity to bang before dying, don't worry.
One last bang.
Yeah, I'm sure Betty will just like pull you out. She'll be like, right, we'll come. No, come
also,
on.
and I already said this to Laura, so she understands, and it's obviously directed more at her than anyone else. But don't be precious about your sanity this week or any other week, because I'm actively trying to hammer your sanity now.
We are we are inside the stomach of a god. Like genuinely, I'm surprised I've not broke.
You're a little further along than the others, but yeah.
I'm never precious with my sanity. I
No,
love
you're
to
not.
ride the lightning.
I know. We all know who that was directed at, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's always directed at me.
Well,
I'm one
anyways.
sanity from snapping.
Well, you've got
Actually,
another
where am I
thing to
at?
score out, though.
I have 2 more from going, but
before you've gone, yeah. Yeah, you get loads. This is the thing. You just have loads. Like, usually they go through it a bit faster.
I've got 2 more before I have to start striking out some more.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to try and eat up. So, given all that, why am I seeing extra space here? That's because we'll start with Laura. What do you remember about last week or last session?
So basically, we were in this sort of guy's house, and he had that girl trapped, the human, but she wasn't really human, but he was feeding off of her, and me and Swindle had some sort of taste for blood. There was like this sort of troll giant thing that was, lurking about, and we had to just we were in cover in silence, and then the guy had to go and tell his friends about us, and they never took it in a good way. And so we ended up, they were all in one truck and I was in the other car behind you guys to get away, so that we were going to go to the top of the hill to try and get home.
Yep.
So that was my
Glim, do you
take.
have anything to add to that you remember?
I'm hoping that the priest can get out soon, because he went out there all heroic.
No, I let the girl. I gave basically the girl the key, undid one of her arms so that she could escape. But I got into the truck with the rest of you.
Yeah.
Not with Betty. She's by herself.
He didn't hang behind to free her. He just ran back, tossed to the key, basically.
Yeah.
I
Thankfully,
love
y'all
how
were.
you say like I'm by myself. This.
Well, you chose to be in the car by
Yeah,
yourself.
and I was tempted to go in the truck with you. That way you wouldn't be by yourself. But I needed to talk to this guy still. Too many questions, need answers.
And
And-
Griff, do you have any other details you remember you want to add to that?
There are interesting monsters that roam around the society that destroyed the house that we were in because someone started screaming a lot and punching Richard a lot.
Oh yeah.
Also, while a couple of people could smell blood, a couple of people could also hear choir singing, and certain people were sweating interesting fluids. And it seems that people could see ghosts. So everyone has their own interesting view of reality that is unique to them, except for Swindle's character, who gets the full bingo set of insanity.
I was about to say, yeah, because I share Laura's taste for or the urge to drink blood. I share Jeffrey's ghost
it's
sight,
a-
and then your fucking
Yeah,
music.
I mean that's a good note to kind of enter back into scene, because as you like jump into the truck and pull away, you instantly your nose just starts to run with blood, Daniel.
Okay.
You can smell not just the people that you're in this small compartment in the front of the truck with, but you can also smell acutely the sweet scent that was kind of in that bowl of semi-transparent white goop that he'd fed her. That kind of sweet strawberry smell, you can smell that coming off of him as he's like driving white knuckle this truck beside you, or sat beside you driving truck. I imagine you're all in the front, it's like a pickup truck and you're all kind of like in the front bit of it squished together because there's like 4 of you. But those trucks are quite broad anyway, so you would fit there. Yes, you take off, white knuckled, he's beeping his horn, he's flashing the lights, you jump in, he's like, come on, we've got to go. You get in and he like takes off, and Betty, you're following behind him. I don't know if you had some tools from the mine, also your shotgun and the handguns, Betty, I think were in the truck that you've taken. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like in the back of the truck or if they're like in the compartment with you.
They were in the compartment.
I would think one of them at least would be. It would make sense.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about the shotgun, but you've got all that stuff in that truck that you're driving anyway.
Yeah, so you got all the guns.
So yeah, you just get in, take off, and you drive. Do any of you say anything to Professor Patrick Palmer?
Okay.
Oh yeah, no.
Sorry, yeah. Richard, when he gets in, is probably going to have like the chat, like, because I imagine Richard got in first when that happened. They're going, okay, right. Why are we rushing? What happened? What did you do? What did we do? What's going on?
It's just as I said. I said I would talk to them, but clearly something had happened. I don't know if it was you or someone else, but one of the people in the other town has reported seeing seekers in the mine. And his truck was stolen, which I'm assuming is the truck that your friend is driving there. They were already on alert, and the priest just started preaching about how these demons had come, and everybody was going to have to go home and like start a search party to find them. Because there was another one apparently that came through a few days ago, and they've already got him strung up on one side of town.
Richard sort of angles himself to look in like the wing mirror back at Betty's car and just going, maybe we shouldn't have stole that truck.
Crap.
But yes, Jeff, at the mention of someone that came through a couple of days ago, that might pique your interest. If you wanted to ask him about that. If not, Daniel, what did you want to say?
What did you mean by that? I'm in character.
A couple of days ago, apparently, someone like yourselves came wandering in from the other side of town. They'd been questioning him for the last couple of days, and this morning they had him hoisted up in one of their poles, the crucifixes.
Well, a bunch of people like us came in and hoisted somebody with poles.
Well,
How do they look?
One person like you, a black man, quite a tall fellow.
Omar. Doesn't make any sense. It'd be something else.
Yes, well, they were clearly quite worked up about it, and they were starting to ask questions. I made my excuses and just left. I mean, I think they know They know Janie's been missing for some time, and they've been asking a lot of questions about her recently. I strongly suspect they suspect me. But if they're going to start carrying out searches in the local area, I mean, it won't take them long to get to the ranch. And seeing how it was destroyed last night, it's even more obvious. So he's driving high speed, foot down, white knuckle, gripping the wheel very tightly, and his arms are very stiff and straight out. You can see he has that kind of dazed, spaced out kind of look in his face, and his eyes are like heavily dilated as well. And he just kind of like staring into space as he's like driving along this dirt road.
Should you really be driving?
Yes, I can drive perfectly fine.
Why are you speeding?
What?
We're being chased.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you're right. And he eases off the gas a little bit. I didn't want any of this, you know. I never thought things would go so far. I just wanted a life, you know, one where I didn't have to worry about things.
Don't we all?
Right?
And I didn't mean to do the things that I've done. They just kind of happened, you know. And one thing after another, and then I'm stuck here alone, and now these creatures wandering around trying to devour us or whatever. And now everyone's hunting me. What am I supposed to do? I can't leave.
I'm just. It's like Richard's just going. Like, I'm sure you can find a way. You're a smart man. Like, there's plenty of opportunities in the stomach of a god. And Richard just sort of staring up at the sort of, sky. Air quotes.
Yes, and from a distance and obviously the level of darkness, it's difficult to really tell, but you just get the sensation staring up at it that it kind of like bulges and moves occasionally.
Is my nose still like actively dripping, or like is it gushing, or is it just like a trickle?
It's a steady trickle from both nostrils.
Both nostrils, okay.
And you have a kind of like a sense of real pressure, like up at the bridge of it, as if it's been like clogged up, like pressed in. I mean, like when you have like a heavy flu or something, you have that kind of congestion, but you're not congested at all. It's just pressure.
Yeah, I guess Daniel's just kind of like trying to hold his face, his nose, trying to like relieve the pressure, stem the flow, but his other hand is, you know, holding his cross, and he's just kind of looking at it, just trying to, hoping for some sort of sign of what to do or what's happening. Or
there's a involuntary reaction. Your tongue kind of like slurps a little bit of your own blood as it drips down your lips.
Yeah.
And it tastes oh so satisfying and sweet.
And
did he have the same urge with his own sweat?
I don't think so.
Sorry, the same what?
Oh no, just out of, it was just curiosity, because obviously when he was sweating, like Betty really wanted to lick him because of the interesting sweat. So I was just wondering if he felt the same way about his sweat.
No, it's not the sweat that feels attractive, it's blood. It's very distinctly blood they want. He's still covered in this mucus sweat. That doesn't go away. It's just constantly excreted on his skin. So I imagine you're very uncomfortable at the moment, Daniel.
Oh yeah, very, very uncomfortable. I'm just very unusually sweaty. My nose feels like it's about to explode, and there's blood, and I'm in the stomach of a god. Not mine, though. There's a lot.
I mean, it might be your god.
No, it's not. I've read the Bible. It doesn't look like that.
He's get to the end of this dirt road that kind of runs north, and then there's a highway road going east to west. Now this, Betty, I mean you're not from this area particularly, but you're familiar with the roads down here because you had to drive down here and stuff. This is not a highway that would register with you. This is obviously a highway that doesn't exist where you're from. Going from east to west across the way, and he pulls up beside it as you see a convoy of 5 yellow school buses go by. Quite a gap between them, but evenly spaced as they go by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Packed with children. driving from the east going west.
Do I notice anything about them?
Other than what I described, no.
Okay.
And of course you're sitting in the truck, behind their truck, which is like at this cross section. The guy sits there, Palmer, and patiently waits for the buses to drive by.
Okay, I need to ask, where are the school kids going? I mean, I'm hoping it's to school.
They're going the same place we're going.
Oh, cool. Because it's there's some nuns and they're there to teach them Sunday school, right? This is a Sunday. It's just for just some good religious education.
Takes a deep breath. Sure. And he like changes the gear and starts up and pulls onto the highway and follows after them.
We're just gonna roll the window down and just sort of like lean out of the window, staring at the horizon.
You can just feel the wind, slight breeze, and the distant choir song, which is slowly going to get louder as you get closer to the source.
Man, the choir's really getting loud now. As he says that quietly, just to himself as he's staring out the window.
And of course, only Daniel can hear the choir. Everyone else doesn't hear anything. The drive there is going to be a little while. Is there anything you want to say to him while you're driving? Do you just want to pull over and speak to Betty separately? I mean, what do you just want to do?
Richard's creeped himself out by the kids. He knows that he didn't get a good answer.
Roll stress. Alright. Okay, so I think just asking isn't going to get you stressed. Just thinking about it isn't enough to trigger your fear. So he's going to have to answer you, and that's what's going to trigger your fear. And after you harass him with the questions numerous times, you'll eventually kind of give him a B. They're being taken because Shunirath is a jealous god, and she does not accept her children to have their children of their own.
Well, they're being sacrificed. Right.
I mean, you'll see. They're being taken to the forest.
Great, I wonder what psychosis this can be.
So you had mania already, right?
He's got mania, yeah.
What else have you been doing when you get stressed? A lot of pacing back and forth, right?
Yeah, he does a lot of pacing. I guess a compulsion?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like, because you have all your receipts and your accounts and the number of items you've got, how many sales you've done. I was wondering if maybe some sort of like obsession with numbers, like to try and relax yourself, like lots of counting.
I have an idea of how he gets rid of the anchor, which will be the lover's heirloom, is he just goes quiet and he tries to pull out like some of the receipts from within his jacket, and as he's doing so with the window open, right, because he's kind of like half leaning out the window, he pulls out the receipt and this ring sort of comes out with it. It falls and flies out the window, and he doesn't notice as it flies and disappears.
It doesn't even need to like fly out the window. You could just drop it on the floor of the truck and just completely oblivious to it.
Yeah, it's just that's it. It's just gone. Like it just falls out. So next time he tries to look for it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there quietly, like staring at the receipts and like scribbling on the paper and stuff. And if anyone's looking at them, it does not make any sense.
Well, I mean, you're doing that at the same time as you're also doing your mania, because they combine now. So you'll be doing the two things at once.
Oh, like he's kind of like trying to fold and clean up the paper and then writing and like rubbing it out, and it's just getting way wild. Yeah.
Going crazy in one corner of the cabinet. Okay, you can reset your stress once you come down from that, which probably by the end of the drive, because it's going to be a fairly long drive. I think it's like 20 minutes, half an hour at least. Maybe by the time you're kind of getting there, you start to like get over it and settle down, but that's going to be just in time for when you get there.
Yeah.
Which is just going to trigger it again. As you drive along this highway, and you can probably tell it's not an old highway. Tarmac's, it's not fresh, but it's newer. You go towards like the mountains. So there is a large caldera, which is an extinct volcano, just northeast of BT. It's about 12 miles across, and it's just like a ring of mountains or hills. And in the centre, there are two like large ones, and one of them is Mount Timber, and the other one is the South Mountain. So you drive up to that area, so you can, from the distance, it just looks like a row of hills, and you kind of come up to the center of it. And before you can even see anything, you can smell on the wind, on the down breeze, the very pungent and unmistakable scent of like rot, death, that sickly sweet smell of rotting bodies. There are clouds of birds, large black birds, flapping and circling around this area, and you can hear their cawing. And there's just like this vast plain of mobile homes and RVs and tents and like shanties set up all around the entrance to this like caldera valley between the mountains here. And as you pull up, there's like a checkpoint, and like the buses get checked before they pass through, and you are like waiting behind the school children buses in your truck. Patrick is, you know, he's kind of coming off of his high now, and he's breathing a little heavier. He's clearly like nervous. If we can just get past the guards, I think there's so many people here, we'll be able to hide you. A lot of the pilgrims, they wear robes and different costumes, and you'll be able to hide your faces in masks or something. But if you just get past these guards,
The smell of rot, does that do anything for my
Oh yes, I mean you can smell it intensely. You can smell the varying like shades and scents of it within that aroma. You can probably even get a sense of how far away it is by the strength of the aroma compared to how strongly you can smell the people in the cabinet with you. You can also smell the mass of bodies in this massive pilgrimage site where they've all set up camp.
Okay, so my sense of smell is
But you now also get like this sharp ache down either side of your torso as well, like this pulsating sharp ache. And it's like kind of in rhyme with your smell and your breathing.
Yeah, I think Daniel just kind of like slowly leans forward, and like his hands go from like clutching his face to clutching at his sides, and he's kind of trying not to breathe, sort of like whenever you get the wind knocked out of you. He's just kind of trying to like hold the breath because every movement kind of aches, and he's not quite sure what it is, but he's holding his sides, and now everybody else can definitely see that he's just bleeding from the nose.
Okay, real stress. You've got a lot going on.
Oh yeah, that's fuck.
Excellent. So you can think about which one you're gonna have to score out to reset. You can think about which psychosis you'll take when you do that. Of course, that doesn't need to happen quite yet. But your existing psychosis is going to kick in at full strength while you're trying to pass through these guards at the checkpoint. Betty, all you know is you were following the truck. You saw the school buses go by, and then you guys started following the school buses. You drove for half an hour, and now there's this horrible smell and this big massive like city of like mobile homes and RVs and stuff, and you're waiting like in a queue. You don't have any idea why you're here or what's going on. So while you're sat in the queue behind him, Betty, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I maybe just make sure that the gun is loaded, and you know.
Okay, so you just make sure you've got the handgun within easy reach and it's loaded.
Yes.
Okay. Patrick sat with you, and Daniel was clearly entering a state with his crucifix and the praying and such that he does. Richard is only now like calming down from the state he's been for the last half hour. Patrick turns to you, Jeff. It's like, someone will need to go back and tell your friend what's going on. And he thumbs the truck behind you.
Well then, guess that's only up to me.
You need to tell her. She needs to pretend you're here on a pilgrimage to worship Shunirath. Doesn't matter where you. Just tell her to tell them she's from wherever she's from in real life. But she has to be convincing.
Okay.
I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to have to try and cover your faces when you do so.
All of us, yes. I mean, do you have anything to let us cover ourselves?
He like looks around in the tiny space in the truck, and he has like a single bandana. This is all I have. I mean, if your friends here, I mean, they can keep their heads down and pretend they're in prayer. You could do the same back there, but if she's driving, she's going to have to just give her this and figure something out.
Okay, wait, I got an idea. He takes a bandana, and I put it on my half of my face. And I go to her, or
So Jeff gets out of the truck and walks over to your truck, Betty, and hops in beside you.
Okay, what's going on?
first I need to drive.
Okay.
All right,
What if you got a bandana on?
because I need to see when I drive. Now, here's the goal. When we get there, keep your head down. Put your hair over your face and act like you're praying. Because if they know who we are, we're gonna get busted, and I don't want to know what they're gonna do to us.
Should I just put my jacket over my face?
How long's your hair?
It's quite long, yeah.
Hey, do that. You don't have to put your jacket.
So just put my jacket over my face then, yeah.
You just said your hair was long. All you need to do is just put your head down and put as much hair around you so they don't see your eyes.
Okay.
I stop and think. I'm like, okay. What a character. Did they look like they had like blood trickling out of their eyes, or they just had gaping holes?
Well, their eyelids, upper and lower, are missing, so they just have these large staring eyes that look like they're bulging out of the skull. As the first truck moves into place, you'll see that they pull out a flashlight. This is the first time you've seen flashlights since you got here. They dig out like the flashlight, shine it in the car. The people who are checking the car, they seem to be wearing like robes, like these dark coloured, like maybe navy blue robes. They're just hanging full body. They don't have a hood, but their face, I mean, you won't be able to see till you get closer, but Daniel and Richard, you'll be able to see with Patrick. The guy that's checking his face is like covered in scars, like these deep etchings, and it's just all this iconography that has a resemblance to the kind of things you were looking at before, scrolled into the garage and written down on your notes. The prominent one being that sort of crucifix with the crescent eye at the top. He's got like that on either cheek, and it looks as if it's been like branded into his face. You know, the skin's all like welted and scarred over. And he just like flashes over and starts speaking to Patrick. And Patrick's just saying, you know, we've driven all the way from California and come to pay our blessings and seek guidance and, you know, all this kind of religious stuff. And the guy just kind of like looks over at I keep forgetting your names, Daniel and Richard. So what are you doing, Daniel, when he does that?
Well, knowing that we're supposed to kind of hide ourselves, I'll make an effort to try to hide my cross in between my hands, and I'm just going to keep my head like down, almost like to my knees. I'm just going to look as if I'm praying very, very hard.
And you
Which
obviously in the
isn't
fit
entirely.
of psychosis at the moment anyway, so
Yeah. I'm
what,
just
what kind of
clutching
things,
onto my cross.
what kind of things
yeah.
would you be saying out loud?
Definitely along the lines of like, you know, please, you know, sorry, I'm trying to look through a list of stuff and think at the same time. Definitely along the lines of like, you know, please God, you know, I know you're there. I know you're watching over me, you know, just help me find the way out.
So like actually real praying for help at this moment because
For
of how
sure,
horrible
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no pretending you're like actually doing it, but you're just saying like
Yeah.
God instead of the name or Goddess.
Yeah.
What about you, Richard?
I feel like Richard probably was getting himself bent over in regards to filling out the paperwork. I think he's he's probably still in the sort of like compulsion situation. Like he feels the need to do things. So, like, so I feel that Richard would be trying his best to sort of follow the wishes, but I feel that his head is starting to get so fucking out of sorts that he's really struggling to comprehend what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't help but feel the urge that Richard would try and sell this guy a Hoover. Like, he is so fucking out of it.
Your default state is to try and be friendly and nice and lead that into a sale because that's a routine you're accustomed to, the familiarity. Yeah. So it makes sense you just fall back into that routine.
Yeah. I don't like it. Meta-wise, I don't like it, but I feel that that's what my character would do.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're not going to like it. You're going to have to roll stress.
So he's probably having to fight the urge to try and be rational and put sensibility to it to try and just focus. So I feel he's trying to fight it, and he can't do what's familiar because that's wrong, and that's probably stressing him out more. But I feel what he's trying to do is to keep quiet. Like, literally, he's not saying a word. And he's probably rocking himself, like not praying, like his entire body's rocking back and forth because he's fighting what he needs to do to keep sane, if that makes sense. Like
reading it, like playing it through in your head to try and like get it out your system, sort of thing, but doing it inwards because you're too scared to do it out vocally.
Yeah.
Sure, and like you said, it's just compounding the stress of it and causing you just this kind of. But I mean, him being down and praying out loudly, and you being forward, rocking backwards and forwards, maybe quietly muttering to yourself, is exactly the type of thing these guys are like expecting the pilgrims to be doing, and therefore you two and Patrick are going to get like, waved through.
Yay! The cultists recognize us as one of their own.
One of us.
Yeah.
So Jeff pulls up the next truck, the barrier goes down, and the guy steps up Jeff. So what have you done to hide your appearance?
I wasn't even done what I was gonna say.
Because I know you said cover your face. Just tell me how you're, like, what's the style of it that you're covering it with? The lower half, upper half, cut hole in the middle. What have you done?
Well, I was going to ask if Betty had her purse.
I'm covering mine with a scarf.
I said that. Do you have your purse?
Yeah, I have a purse.
Okay. Do you have your purse? Do you have makeup?
Yes, I do have makeup. She would have makeup.
I was going to ask you for your mascara, and then I was going to try to paint my face enough to make it look like I have gaping holes.
Oh, okay.
So just applying.
I'm just covering mine with my scarf because I have a scarf.
And your hair and lean forward stuff. Yes, I do remember you saying your scarf before, so that's fine.
I'm just like praying to Sharifa and just.
Sharifa.
Yeah, just kind of like muttering and just kind of going and just saying Sharifa, blah blah blah, kind of Sharifa.
And Jeff, you're taking the makeup and trying to do it all around your eyes just to give the appearance that they're like damaged and scarred. Yeah, I mean it is dark, but then the guy will come up and like flash the flashlight in your face. What's your business here, Pilgrim?
When he does, here to pay my respects. Now, when he flashes the light, I don't quickly do it. I just slowly go down the head and start praying. Here to pay my respects.
Sure.
Keep messing up that prayer.
Give me a stress roll. This is a tense moment.
Are we both to roll
You don't
stress?
need to do your Betty unless he messes up, because if he messes up,
okay. Please don't
then
mess up.
you might be stressed. So what was your psychosis, Jeff? Your psychosis was the listing. The list mania. So how was that incorporated into this moment where you just kind of, the stress cracks?
Wait, what did you say?
because you have like your list mania as your psychosis. So anytime your stress goes up, that kind of kicks in. So that's like
Okay, so
you're getting all prepared,
actually,
and
it's
this is your plan to do and what you're going to do and say to him. But just in the moment when he kind of like draws up face onto you beside you, and you see all these scars in his face and those crazed bulging eyes, something in you just kind of like overtakes you with like the fear. How does that like manifest in that moment?
Okay, anyway, let's do it from the beginning then. Okay, so he comes up, I see them, and I did say earlier I keep messing up that prayer, and then I just look at him, and I just take out a notepad and just start writing. Just
Because he is not doing what you expect him to do, Betty, now you can roll stress to see if you get stressed out too. God, you're like iron, honestly.
I keep it together. I'm just kind of like.
He shuts down, pulls out his notepad and starts scribbling.
So I just go like that. I'm like, it's a big moment for him in Sharifa. He's just lost in prayer brother. That's what I say. He's just lost in prayer brother.
Guards just like blows the flashlight and says, "It's understandable, sister. It can be overwhelming to be so close to God at a moment like this, especially on such a audacious occasion. You may pass through." And they open up the guard, let you through. These are waved in.
Nope.
There are bodies everywhere as people mill around in crowds. There's little like platforms of just like wood and crates and stuff set up all over the place with people, giving sermons and people like on their hands and knees before them. Lots of wailing. You can hear crying and wailing going on all around the place. People are clearly like upset or just overcome with emotions. And here with the sky, obviously it's like overhanging everywhere, but here you can see like there's something going on with the sky over this like one particular spot. And there are clearly like these large tentacles just sort of like drifting around in the sky above you, as if it's like an opening in this mass that covers the world. You can see that although there's just like rows and rows of these buildings everywhere haphazardly, there is like a clear sort of focus going westward towards where the two mountains are, and what they're talking about here, that's obviously where that's located on the far side. But as you draw in, Patrick will turn to you, Richard, and be like, well, we're almost there, I suppose. We need to find somewhere to shack up. It shouldn't be too difficult. I've only been here once for a short while, but everyone's just so fucking crazy. I don't think they'll even notice us.
Do you think we can get to the supply store? I need to get more supplies for sales.
I don't think we need to worry about now. We do need supplies though. We'll need robes.
No, see, because I'm in the red, I need to make sure that I at least sell 2 hoovers and 3 remote controls. And just this is the kind of rambling that he's making while staring at paperwork for a bit.
Yeah, and he's going to recognise that you're kind of just losing it at this point. Sorry, Glenn, I talked over you. What were you saying?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something when he came in. You guys...
I think you were kind of relieved that I'd saved you.
No, I didn't say anything.
Saved us.
You's following along, and you make your way along. You pass several people who are just dead corpses at the side of the road here, and the people wandering around just don't seem to care. They are just going back and forth and don't bother. You don't really see much in the way of security or guards. You definitely see people that you would identify as like cultists. They have the robes, they have the scars. They are maybe giving like sermons and such by like pathways or between buildings. It's the sense of like almost like when you're at a large music festival and it's just kind of like chaos of everything moving around, but it's even more chaotic because there isn't organisation here clearly, or they don't care about people's welfare or anything like that. People are defecating, urinating all over the place. The smell is just overwhelming, like just makes you feel like you want to retch and vomit. Particularly you, Daniel. It's the odors are just like permeating like your body. It feels like you can really feel your whole chest like heaving in revulsion.
How loud is the choir, by chance?
It's much louder here for you two, yes. It's clearly coming for the focal direction to the west there.
Just to help me get an understanding, is it like back at the house that got trampled, it was kind of like this fade, someone in the distance was playing it on a like speaker kind of loud. Now is it as if it's like a couple of cars over has their window open and they're playing their radio quite loud?
Yes, that's a good description,
Okay.
yes.
Cool.
Like it's
Oh,
it's just like someone's playing very loudly just a couple of blocks away kind of thing.
Oh god, those... Can they just stop singing? I need to focus. And stuff.
Patrick takes the truck. It's quite deep into the settlement and just maybe he knows where he's going, maybe he doesn't. But you just follow along and then he like takes a sharp turn between some of the mobile homes. These look like ones that have been sat there for quite a while and they've got like shanty extra platforms and stuff built around them. But it seems to be quieter, there's not as much bustling and people around. And he kind of just pulls in a space between the two of them and turns off the engine. Daniel, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Like, the smell. But my chest.
I mean, it is bad, but you'll get used to it. It's nothing that's going to do you any long-term harm. And hopefully we won't be here for that long anyway. Now listen, you and your friends in the other truck, you just need to keep low. Just try not to make eye contact with them when it passes by. I'll try and find us some supplies. There's some disguises. But just stay here and don't attract any attention to yourselves. He looks at you, Richard, for a second as if he's going to tell you something. But then obviously just like the state you're in thinks better of it and just like closes the door and gets out of the truck.
Richard doesn't notice.
He just like turns to Betty and Jeff in the other truck and just raises his hand for a second and he like waves downwards and then he walks off between the buildings.
Where's he going?
So
Go and check.
do you want-
Listen, go to Daniel and the other.
Sure. You get out of the truck and walk over there and instantly you can tell something's wrong with Daniel. He's hunched over, he's praying to God, he's bleeding from his nose.
Daniel!
It can't draw attention to us. I can't see, and Daniel's going to like try to unfasten his shirt and try to like pull it up that way others can see like his sides where it was aching and then also his chest and try to see if there's something happening.
Oh, there's definitely. Who's there to see what's underneath? Like, who are you presenting this to?
I mean, whoever
Betty,
just came
she
to
walks up.
check upon. Yeah. Assuming Betty and Jeff.
All right, Betty and Jeff. You want to roll me stress?
18 Jeff roll stress.
Yes, because you just woke up and you're like, Daniel, what's wrong? And he like pulls his shirt up.
That bad, huh?
Okay, as he pulls his shirt up, you can see a series of like finger-sized openings all the way down the side of his torso, and they're kind of like opening and closing like flapping nostrils.
Is that?
Fucking hell.
Write it down.
I'm just gonna say I think we should knock him out.
Well, of course you
You
say
say
that
that
because
out
you're
loud?
like your psychosis is rage.
Yeah.
I think like if we carry him away kind of thing, you know, because so that he's not like, you know, might be better than him going, you know, attracting me, you know.
I mean, that's your more sensible argument for it, but in this moment
Yeah.
where your psychosis overtakes you with fear, what do you do?
I just freeze.
No, your psychosis is rage.
I go to Richard and I hit him in the back of the
We can't hit Richard because Richard's on the other side of Daniel and Daniel's the one in front
Oh,
of you.
is he?
and
Okay.
Imagine you're at
Okay.
the window of the door where Daniel is and Richard's on the other
Richard
side of
can't
him.
be your solution to everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I just turned to was called Jeffrey and go, oh my god, don't him.
Yeah. She grabs you, Jeff, by the scruff of the neck because you're trying to like write things down and check your list, and she just like, grabs you and just starts like shaking you.
What? Trying to write?
We're gonna have to knock him unconscious because he's
Use that range on him, not me.
The door of the little shanty mobile home that you're in between two of, the one immediately behind you, the door just like swings open, and this big tubby guy steps out. Is everything okay out here?
Yes, we're just praying. You know, I'm just like my hair's covered and my eyes and stuff, and I'm just like, just praying.
You see this man is topless. He's just got like pants on, and his body is covered in like tattoos and bits where it looks like they've like carved or etched into his skin all over him with all these patterns and symbols. And his eyes are like wide and staring, or at least they would be, but one of them has been like cut out and he's only got like the one eye staring at you. And the other one is just like a damaged socket that's all like black and scarred. And he's got like he's kind of bald on the top, he's got long hair all around the edges, and he just like almost like falls down the little steps as he like goes in, you know, comes out of the mobile home to get a closer look at you. You new pilgrims here? Or are you friends of Johnny's?
Friends of Johnny's.
Oh, he didn't mention anything about more of you coming here. Is there many of you left?
There's some behind. They're coming behind.
Ah. She does appreciate the offerings. I've spoken to her just this morning. So where are they? The other ones, did you bring them with you?
They'll be here in the next hour.
So soon? We must get prepared. Come. I have rain.
No, wait. We said that we would. We spoke to Sheriff and said that we need to. What's called in this beach. Said that we need to wait until we're all here.
I thought. Well, you said they'll be here in an hour. Come, we'll have the rain just now.
No, not just now. Not just now. We're not what's called. She gave exact orders, not just now.
Casts his eye over you all. Jeffrey with his notepad. Daniel hunched over, blood dripping from his face. I mean, you don't look like friends of Johnny's. Where is Johnny?
He said he's coming soon.
With the others in an hour, yeah?
Yes.
And you don't want train?
Yet. Not until the time is right.
I can respect that. Fine. If you need me, I will be in commune. And he shuffles back up into his trailer, leaves the door wide open. You can just see like the candlelight flickering inside.
Yeah, I'm like gesturing to them that we need to go. We need to. This isn't a safe spot. We need to go.
Said he'd be back.
We need to go though. We can't stay at this spot.
Where can we go?
Can we see anything? Is there anything that we can see? Can we do an investigation roll to roll to see
What
if
are
we
you
see
looking
anything?
for? I mean, there's buildings all over the place.
Right, okay, I'm looking for somewhere where we can just like hide, but we've got a sort of clear view of the trucks.
So a nearby building that's more than 1 story high.
Yes.
That's deserted.
Yeah.
Okay, investigation 1 dice.
Okay. Do I not get to it?
Nope. Because you're not actually investigating, you're just looking. You can add stress to reroll it. Otherwise, you will not.
Can I see? Can somebody else roll
Nope.
to investigate?
Nope, this is you.
Oh, why?
Well, they're all in a state. I mean, you should be in a state because you're raged.
Right.
but
Okay, I'll investigate with the stress roll.
You're a rock. You're fine.
You got tons. Alright, Betty. There is just a few doors down. Someone has built like an extra couple of floors made out of wood, chipboard, over their like mobile trailer. And it doesn't look as if there's anyone inside. But perched on top of this building, however, are a number of large black vultures.
Ooh.
So make a stress roll for me.
God.
As you approach the birds, I mean, obviously the birds don't bother Betty herself too much, and they are just vultures. But as you approach Betty, they kind of like, one of them like takes off, and something falls, topples off the top of the building, and lands at your feet. And as you look down, you see it is the head of an infant, with the eyes pecked out.
Whoa.
My goodness.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh, like a souvenir.
Is that what you say, Richard, as you walk over?
Oh, he's fucking out of it.
Okay,
Yeah,
you can roll
well,
stress
that's
as well,
him.
Richard, as you go down to pick up the souvenir and realise what it is.
And then I whack Richard because I've been clicked for that. I would
You're
whack
not-
Richard. Yes, I'd whack you for that.
Daniel, you stumble out of the truck as they are clearly making a commotion and noise. Not Richard, sorry, Daniel.
I still don't notice. Nobody said anything about the nostrils the extra nostrils I've grown.
No, but you'll definitely have the sensation of like breathing through your sides, which is just weird. I mean, it's just painful at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's the pain that I'm more focusing on. But yeah, I just kind of hobble out and I take a look up to the sky.
Okay, where this guy should be at.
Yeah, and seeing that almost, more clearly that it's just this writhing mass, just of an impossibly large thing. Daniel just fucking jumps back into the truck and slams the door shut.
Stress.
Just absolutely. I've taken the psychosis fear of the sky.
Okay. Just terror sky, okay.
Yeah. Oh well. Wait, do I reset my stress?
Yeah,
as
put it
well,
into
or-
1 and then bump up to 2. Because that would have bumped you up to 2.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Fair enough. Yeah, so Daniel's just fucking huddled in like fetal position in the truck, just hiding from the sky, praying, just praying and gripping at his crucifix while his body is just aching and in pain and feeling very, very strange.
However, his nasal congestion doesn't bother him anymore.
Well,
Yeah, only so much blood can come out of your nose.
yeah. Thankfully, I've got a few extra nostrils to,
It's like it's one of those weird things. While both of his nostrils are clogged up, he's like somehow absolutely fine breathing.
Yeah. Well, might not be done yet.
No, I'm definitely not.
But Betty lashes out at Richard. Richard is... I mean, what's your reaction, Richard, to the head once you kind of lose it again? I mean, you're not losing it, but obviously you're...
I feel like seeing it would give him a moment of relative lucidity, because I think he was kind of delirious kind of thing with the compulsion mania, and it was kind of like self-perpetuating. And I feel when he picked up to look at it thinking it was just like a souvenir, he was hallucinating it was something different with it, seeing it as a head has kind of snapped him back out of it, but he can't help it. He's like trying to clean his hands on the dirt of all things.
Okay.
He can't dirty his clothes, so
Down on his hands and knees, just rubbing your hands in the dirt.
yes.
Okay, and it says sandy desert gravel, kind of like dirt. Not too comfortable. And as you're doing that, Richard, there's this big blob of like white snot just like lands beside you. And then Daniel in the car just on the roof of the car or on the windshield. And Jeff, you're looking around and it just starts raining down, very slow, very heavy, just globs, spittles of it, hitting all around you all. And every single window and door of the camp seems to like open up, and people are like crying and cheering, sheer jubilation, raising their hands up to the sky as they come wandering out of their homes, reaching upwards. What do you guys do?
I dive into the a vacant room house.
Yep, the building that Betty had spotted, sure.
Like, move!
I'm trying to
It's
think
just-
like what. Well, yeah, I think Richard would
Oh.
like immediately follow darting back in as well.
Yeah, Daniel's just in a weird space where the sky thing is attacking, and he's just huddled in his little truck shelter.
Okay, what about you, Betty? Do you go
trying
back for
desperately
Daniel, or
not
do
to
you
be
just
here.
jump into the building you've discovered with the others?
I jump into the building with the others.
Okay, so you run into this building. You can go to the upper floor if you want. It stinks. The smell of like bird feces primarily. They seem to have been like nesting here, but they were kind of like fled. Which is like run into the building. It's very ramshackle and unsteady. The mobile part that's built on it at the bottom is firm enough, but the upper floor is quite shaky. And, you know, you're not sure how stable it is, but it's solid enough that it'll do for now. And it gives you a viewpoint of looking around. You can see over the roofs of the vast majority of these buildings, and you can see people climbing up onto their roofs with their hands outstretched, their hands like wrapped around their faces. They're out with buckets and pails, like just trying to like catch these droplets that are falling out of the sky. The ones that land on the ground, people are like diving into dirt and just like shoveling it into their mouths. And the whole time they're like crying with just this extreme expression of like joy and relief. Like, Shonira blesses us, the rain has come. She blesses us this morning. And they're all just like grabbing it, and as it goes on and it stops, the rainfall stops, they start to like fight over the scraps of it that are like smeared on buildings and on the ground. It's just these like little handfuls of sludge, and they just start like absolutely tearing each other apart like wild animals to get at it. How does that make you feel?
So is Daniel in the truck by himself?
Yes.
And people are just banging on the truck, fighting each other just to get the sludge. That's
Yeah.
right.
Like you two
On
of
it.
them roll across the bonnet for like this thing that's spattered on it. I mean, it looks like an insect that you ran into or something. He's just been splat, and they just like, one of them grabs it with their hand, and the other one comes up behind them, grabs them by the hair, and yanks them backwards off of it, and tries to just like scoop it out of their mouth.
Daniel's actively sobbing, just full on crying with fear. It's like it like he's almost he's not quite shouting, but he's definitely like loudly praying, just like just begging God to deliver him from this hell that he's found himself in.
The fatter, half-naked guy that came out previously, he comes out, and he's got this big like club as he walks out of the trailer, and you see him walk over to these two that are fighting, and he just starts like beating on them with the club like furiously, like, and you're just like, that must have like broken something. And the two of them just like scarper, and like one of them like hobbles off in one direction, the other one just sprints off in another direction, and he just like yells at them as they run away.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna elect that Daniel rolls a stress, because he's freaked the fuck out. Okay, keep it together.
Just cowered
I
behind
feel
the
like you
dashboard.
keep it together because you're like way out of it. So
Yeah, he's
it's
scared. There's a
like,
big scary guy with a club right beside him. Like, he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that if anything, that probably seeing them do that probably just like quieted me down, and now I'm just like whispering to myself the prayer rather than loudly crying out to God.
Yeah, you see that guy, he just grabs like a tin cup that's like sitting beside the truck, and he just like starts scooping the remnants of bits that have spattered on your truck and on the surrounding area. Just starts scooping them into this little cup, and then takes it back inside his trailer.
Does he not say anything about the people gone?
No.
He doesn't care. He just like damn near killed somebody.
I'm gonna let you guys in the building discuss for a second how you feel about this while I grab a drink.
Yep.
I feel like we need to go fast. Like we need to make like a decision very quickly.
I
Go fast.
feel that most of us are probably going to be dead before we get there, going by how fast we're accruing stress.
That's very true. But I feel like we need to go really quickly. Do we? I wonder when the guy comes back.
Patrick.
Yeah.
You're waiting there for a good 15, maybe 20 minutes before you see Patrick, or figure looks like him, approaching the truck. Daniel, the door just opens, and you hear Patrick's voice quietly. Daniel, where are the others?
Daniel full on flinches, like lurches from just like being fetal in the seat of the truck to like slamming himself back away from the door, holding out his cross in his like white knuckle, just crazy grip, just wide-eyed, terrified.
Yeah, you see Patrick there, his wide-eyed staring face, which is uncomfortable enough, beneath this massive dark cowl of these big robes, long dark robes that he's wearing, and he throws one in at you. He's like, put this on. Where are the others?
Oh, we were looking out for him though.
Yeah, you can see him from the building,
Yeah.
but you're a couple of
Yeah.
doors down.
Daniel is just gonna be honest. Is just like I don't know. They were arguing and then
Oh, damn it, where did they go?
it rained.
Yes, but they didn't, they weren't feeding on it, were they?
I don't know. I hid.
Daniel, look, you need to keep it together. I don't know what's happening to you, but you need, where did your friends go?
We start walking towards him.
But you can see
We
him
see him.
talking to Daniel in the
Yeah.
truck, and you want to come out the building and walk towards him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. He sees you walking over and takes a second before he recognises you, and then he like hurries over your way and shoves a robe into your hands, Betty. Put this on. Where's the other two?
They're in the house as well. There.
He comes
We
into the
walk in
building,
and-
walks into the
yeah.
building, sees you, Richard, and you, Jeffrey, and he throws you robes each as well. They're all these dark coloured robes. It looks like a very deep dark red, perhaps. And it's it's not a velvet material. It's not a cheap material, but it's going to be like cotton or something like that. It's not going to be something that would get like damaged super easily. Obviously, 50s, they didn't have a lot of like synthetic fibers as much. But yeah, quite heavy robes. Just dark, plain, single colour. No insignias, nothing intricate about them. But big, massive hoods that you can hide your face within.
Daniel will do his best to put on the disguise, but he is very, very not liking being outside.
Your nose,
he-
although
he-
it stopped bleeding, is really painful and itchy.
My nose is itchy.
Yeah, your whole nose is painful and itchy.
Yeah, I'll scratch at it.
Oh, okay. A big fleck of skin peels off. Oh, that sounded like you were going to sneeze.
No, not.
You went,
Like,
ah.
is the inside itchy? Like when you say the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing, yeah. He wants to just furiously just scratch it all.
No, it's just casual, like, oh, it's kind of itchy. I'll scratch at it a little bit, and then
Yeah, you
giant
do that,
flake of skin.
and a big flake of skin, easily the size of whichever fingernail you're using, just like scrapes off.
I think I kind of start like peeling a sunburn, you know. Try to
It's more,
scratch
it's not
more.
as thin as a single bit of sunburn. It's thicker
Oh.
than that.
It's full on skin coming off.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it hurt whenever I do that?
I mean, it's already hurting, so it doesn't hurt anymore.
Daniel has fully forgotten where the fuck he is and is just scratching at his face.
Sure. Patrick turns to you, Richard, and Jeffrey, because you're kind of like holding it together a lot more in the house here. What's wrong with your friend? What's happening to Daniel?
Don't know. I
Don't know.
wrong with this place.
Probably brain turning to butter. Like, I mean, mine feels like it's turning into maple syrup.
Okay, well, I mean, I knew the mutations would happen, but something quite severe seems to be happening with him. We need to hurry. We need to get you guys out of here.
Yes, let's please.
Jeff, so not only are our brains gonna melt, we're gonna mutate too. fucking great.
Well, I explained to Daniel, when you cross realms like this, something has to change in you. You're phased out into a different frequency at a quantum level. The whole makeup of every atom of your being is shifted and changed. There's bound to be side effects.
As Richard stares at him going, yeah, you're making about as much sense as this choir, pal. Yeah, fine words. And he throws up the hood on the thing and walks back to the truck.
What choir is he talking about?
Do you know what?
Don't know.
Don't even. He's an idiot.
It is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Okay, well,
That's what he's writing.
okay, so we're going to have to pretend you're pilgrims with these robes, and we're going to join the queue into the cathedral. That's where they have the device, the machine. It's the only way I know to get in there, unless one of you has a better idea.
What about the mountains?
The mountains? I mean, to sneak in to the cathedral? I mean, we could go over the mountainside and through the forest, but I mean, do you really want to do that?
Will that be like less percentage of getting caught though?
I mean, we'll be more out in the open. I was thinking we can hide in plain sight in the queue. I mean, there's thousands of people queuing, but if we go through the forest, I mean, if we sneak, we might be lucky and get past. But we are a little exposed on the mountainside. And then I'm not sure what the other entrances to the cathedral might be like. I've never attempted it before. I don't know if they have guards or if there are priests watching. I mean, it's really a bit of an unknown. But I mean, if you think that's a better choice than going in through the front door,
So the front door, do they offer you the rain in the front door?
only when it's supper time, and that's already been served
And is-
today. So if we can get in there before this evening, it should be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
They do not
well,
force you to.
Let's do that then.
Is everyone going to agree to that plan when it's conveyed to them? You can do whatever you want. This is just his suggestion based on what he knows.
Got nothing else
Wait.
better to do. Let's go.
Wait. That forest is. Didn't you tell me there's not any trees here?
Yes, well, as I explained to you previously, Richard, before you freaked out, the forest is not made of trees. It is a forest of poles with the children attached to them.
I'd rather wait in the queue.
Right, that's what I thought.
I should bet he's just like laughing because she's just like, I can't believe him.
Man, if Betty's okay walking through a bunch of dead children on poles, I think she's a lot more insane than we thought.
No, she's walking in the queue, not in the forest.
Right, but it's because you said you were laughing at the thought of going through the forest. I think that's what you said.
No, I wasn't laughing about the forest. I was laughing about Richard. I was like, we
Yeah,
just
but what you
explained
said
that.
made it sound that you were laughing, like, oh,
Well,
walking through
it
the forest, you're
wasn't-
fine.
it
So
was-
that's not how it came
No.
across.
Well, it wasn't to be that.
But she
it
means
was just
it's
not-
the double take that
Can
you
I
did.
just ask, Laura, why do you hate Richard so much? Because it's really kind of messing with my head. Because it's as if you are really wanting to murder him, and I'm really a bit confused.
She doesn't. What she
You've
just
you've several times
she's
attacked him and shouted and argued with him, and I'm kind of getting a bit confused by it.
Cal just wants to know you don't hate him.
She doesn't hate him. She just hates the situation, and she's just used him as a scapegoat.
A punching bag.
She's using him as a scapegoat. There has to be someone for a scapegoat for Betty. She needs someone to just go, this is your fault, blah, blah.
Is it because she perceives Richard as being the nicer one?
Yes, I think that's what it is. She perceives him as being like super nice, and so she's like, she's used to men in her workplace just being like brash and just being, you know,
Pigs.
quite pigs. Yeah. And like he's super nice, so what's
So now
cool,
you've
she
become the
feels
bully.
like now I've become the bully. Yes, that's true.
Wow. She's just on the trade secrets and shit.
Poor Richard is like, Betty, why you keep picking on me?
Yeah.
Is that okay, Calum? I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, obviously.
I just don't like the idea of being pushed into a corner where Richard's going to have to do something I really don't want him to do.
I mean,
Why is
kind of
it,
what
like-
it's all about, right?
Well, at a certain point, he's going to probably deck Betty. That's what I really don't want him to
For
do.
my final psychosis, I take murderous rage. I mean, Betty keeps pushing someone, that's bound to happen, right?
Oh. Yeah, like that's what I'm worried about.
Okay, as long as you're not going
To be fair, Jeffrey got like.
And you're bringing me up.
Yeah.
Why?
Remember, I yelled at you as well.
Well, the only
Only because you couldn't get to Richard.
Hey Laura, all Callum's concerned is though when he eventually does retaliate because his character would eventually had enough of it, you're not going to like throw a fit because he's retaliating.
Well, as long as
Like, I'm
he knows
role-playing
that
my
I'll get-
character.
as long as he knows that, like, if he whacks her, she's just gonna go
Right,
into
but okay,
full
you
on
need to separate
harpy
yourself.
rage.
Can you separate yourself from your character a little bit then? Because
So I roleplay my character as is, and if someone comes up and attacks him repeatedly, my character is eventually just going to turn around and just punch you in the face. Like,
Okay.
if you
Okay.
hit him, he will hit back, and
Well,
then I
promise
will
not to
roleplay it. And
hit
if you then attack and then you shoot him, yeah, that's fine. I can understand that series of events. I'm just saying there are repercussions, and I'm making it clear. That's just the character, and that's not me against you. But if you constantly
Yes, I
push him down a roll, he will take action. And most likely it's not going to end great.
Okay, but she's not gonna attack him again.
you can
That's
last out.
not what I said. I'm just saying, like, that can happen, but I will roleplay the
Okay.
consequences.
Okay, you do what you feel's right.
Anyway, everyone's agreed with the plan, so
My nose is falling off, so you know, I'm that's kind of what I'm preoccupied with at the moment. I have extra nostrils when I shouldn't.
I can smell too much.
as you join this extremely long line of pilgrims, which is maybe 5-6 people wide and hundreds of people long, winding through the valley towards this massive metallic cathedral that's been erected, you can all hear the choir singing now quite clearly, echoing out from the halls within. Surrounding, in the surrounding valley, you can see the hillsides have been like carved away like a quarry, so like these rings of like roads and ramps all up the slope of them, and the whole thing is just like the surrounding area is just like covered in these tall telegraph poles that have the bodies of infants, babies, tweens and teenagers nailed to them, some of them still alive. There are children actively being hung there as you join the queue. You can hear the screaming and the wailing from all around. Vultures cover the site, feasting on the decaying bodies of those which are still alive. And at the
Yeah,
and it-
Glenn and me had the same idea. Fucking stress roll.
And at the bottom of many of the telegraph poles, there are like scattered of bones from those that have been lying there for so long that the body is completely decayed. Yes, everybody who didn't already roll stress.
You want me to roll another stress roll?
You don't need to roll. Yes,
I mean-
yes, you do now. Yes.
You're watching children being crucified and hearing them scream.
Betty doesn't care 'cause she's a fucking
Okay.
psychopath.
Out of total curiosity, is this a different choir I'm hearing? Am I now hearing two choirs?
Yeah, I
It's
was
the
about to ask that as well.
The same choir you two hear, you've always heard it, but now that everyone else is close enough, they can physically hear it.
Okay.
But you've been hearing it
Yeah.
on like another level previously.
Yes. So for us, nothing has changed really.
Just the intensity,
It's
yeah.
louder. Yeah. Christ.
I feel like Betty's just her mission now is just like to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
She's just like she's gone pure stone cold.
Yeah.
She's just like I don't give a toss about what anything's
The-
coming my way. I just want to get out of here.
The final element here I need to describe is also surrounding the cathedral. Maybe 12 or 13 of them are those tall tree-like creatures. The smaller ones are maybe 10 or 12 feet high, the larger ones are easily twice that, shambling around, tendrils waving to the sky, just aimlessly wandering around in a circumference around the cathedral. Occasionally, as you like shuffle along the queue, you will see the tentacles reach down and snatch one of the pilgrims dragging them out and sucking them into one of the mouths which run along the length of these creatures. And then they spit out the bones into a puddle of acid. And as they spit out the bones into the puddle of acid, some of the pilgrims fall to their knees at this puddle and start to cheer and worship and pray at it. You see one of the men taking like a stick and to get a bit of the acid and then use that to carve a sigil into his cheek. You can all roll another stress as you realise that these things are free to just pick pilgrims and eat them as they desire. And they are in fact worshipped for doing so.
Those guys are gonna need some new clothes. I need to make sure. Give me a second. Jeff, give me that notebook.
Yeah, again, I think like Betty's just like, she's trying to just blank it all out. She's just kind of like, I want to know about this. I just want to get out. Her main thing is just getting to that machine.
Leaning into the
she's like,
catatonic
everything.
kind of side of it, man, of just putting
She's just full on.
Putting your mind disassociation somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just full on like tunnel visioned.
Yeah, I just feel
Achieve
like she's
directive.
Just, yeah, pretty much. She's just like, I need to get to this. I can't be thinking about any of the other stuff. I can think about that later if I got. I mean, that's the way she's just thinking. She's like, I can't.
Yeah.
That'll be the aftermath of it.
Occasionally, someone who appears to be some kind of priest. They are wearing bright white, not bright white, but white robes or very light grey robes, and they wander down the sides of the queue and just throw like handfuls of white goo into the crowd, just like getting a handful of it and just like spattering it out at them. And then all the pilgrims like lean their faces forward to accept it and then just like lick it all off their face. As one of them approaches you, Jeffrey, what do?
I'm still writing. I got stress still.
Jeffrey snapped.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you're up at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're like scribbling. I mean, you can think of a new psychosis you can lean into for your next one. But as you're scribbling away, as this priest comes by, and he flicks out, and you don't like really. You're not doing the same thing everyone else does. And he like pauses, and turns his head, and Patrick nudges his arms hard into your ribs, Daniel, and like motions his head towards Jeffrey and the priest. Your friend is going to give us away.
And I start just pushing Jeffrey to like this side, just kind of like head down, pushing him forward to get away from the priest kind of thing, just to kind of move on.
Okay, give me a roll, Betty, for other action.
I like the Sardaukar are just singing in the background with their throat singing.
Yeah, it kind of does sound like that.
Alright, Betty, you can re-roll that with stress if you don't want yours to get unveiled right now.
Oh, I suppose I'll have to.
You're a rock. Nothing bad will happen.
Why do you have to curse her like that?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, why do you have to curse me?
I'm 2 for 2.
Okay, Betty, you will succeed. You will not arouse suspicion, but roll stress for me. You hold it together as another pilgrim.
See?
You shove him out of the way, and another pilgrim takes the opportunity to push you both out of the way and shove her face right up to the priest to accept the offering in all of its glory. She's like, thank you, thank you. She falls to her knees. She just starts screaming at the top of her lungs with joy. And then she goes quiet and numb and just stares upwards at the sky. You advance along the queue. Hours pass, and you're wondering when will this end. You're most of the way towards the entrance. You can see the big, massive archway that leads you inside. You can see a pair of men in robes, light-coloured robes, standing either side of the entrance. You can hear the singing just like getting belted out from inside, as well as the chanting from the people within. And it's only now at this point that there's a lot of people entering this building. There doesn't seem to be a big queue of people exiting afterwards.
Daniel, underneath like his robe, he's like underneath the veil, like he's just got one hand, he's just like in between, like just praying, muttering to himself. He's just scratching pieces of his nose off, and he's trying not to like even look at the pieces and just like just no, this isn't happening. It's just itchy. I'm not,
Okay. Who is the first person you kind of like actually turn around to speak to out of your group? Daniel.
I don't think he's really speaking to anyone, but he's just muttering prayers to himself because he's so
Okay, so
freaking
you sort of, like,
terrified.
I
Together.
volunteer Richard.
Okay, so Richard, I don't know if you check on him or he just turns you. I mean, you guys are gonna have to discuss what your plan is when you get in here. Like, what
Probably,
you want
probably
to do?
checking up on me because
No.
I am like noticeably praying.
Yeah, because also he's not had much interactions with Daniel, so he's probably just going to take a moment when things are quiet and just sort of like turn to Daniel, like put a hand on him or something. Probably awkwardly, like put it on the nostrils or something, like unknowingly, like where the nostrils are on your body, like puts the hand there and just be like, "Hey, Daniel, you okay?"
When Daniel turns to look up at you, he has no nose face left on his face. He just has the hole where his nostrils are on the skull.
Everything will be fine when we get back home. Everything will be fine.
Give me a second while I Google types of psychosis before I do a stretch.
Jeff,
I
because
do
you're
that.
at 5, you can reset yours. What are you scoring out next? Your wife or your
Mama.
son?
Said it, your mama.
So the wife?
Lily.
Lily, okay.
Yeah.
So you can put your stress back down to 1. And your second psychosis? What would you like your second psychosis to be?
This time mine is now rage. I don't like being afraid.
Okay, sure. Goes down to 1. You also have 1. Alright, Richard, I mean, you hold it together, even seeing his hideous Skeletor face.
Oh, Richard, you know what? I've got just the thing for it. No, yeah. Daniel, sorry. I've got just the thing for you. See, when we get home, get some makeup, we'll be able to get you sorted, get a fantastic prosthesis in. You'll look fantastic. I'll get you sorted, my good man. Like, he's doing his best to, like, sort of, restore some, like, sensibility for him.
Daniel doesn't even see Richard. If anything, he's just got this like 1,000-yard stare. Like he's looking through Richard, just looking absolutely insane as he scrapes off the last little bits that are coming off. Just like, nope. I'm not. My nose just itches. That's all that it is.
Patrick.
We just need to get home.
Patrick leans into you, Betty. So once we get inside, what's the plan?
The machine. You said the machine.
Right, but
Is this what's gonna get us home?
okay, but
yeah?
I'll need some time to calibrate it, and I need the piece from you, Jeffrey.
Huh? Oh,
The piece of the machine.
I know. Let's go to it.
Well, I will need the piece in order to calibrate the machine.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
It's like, fine. But what's the plan when we get in there? I mean, there's a lot of people around.
Man, how come you can go through? And
I know how to set the coordinates. I know how to set the settings so that you can return to where you came from.
Yeah, I think we should all go with you though.
Well, obviously, because you'll need to use the machine, but I will have to calibrate it before that. We're going to need some kind of distraction when we're in there, or something, because we're not going to be able to do it unnoticed. I mean, you're all grouped together, yes, in the queue at this point, discussing.
Richard, we need a distraction. What do you got in mind? About the biggest pitch of all time.
Oh god, I've got an idea.
You got our distraction then.
This has got one hell of a chance to backfire, you know this.
Need a distraction. All right, we got our distraction.
Well,
now what?
Let's hear it.
Okay, right. So, I'm trying to think. I kind of want to say it because I don't know how I'll be able to role play it, but basically he's going to try and throw a pitch that the priests are giving more tears out by the acid pit. Like, oh my goodness, the tears, they're giving them away. There's a... Like, I can't remember the words. Like, he's basically trying to say, there's a fire sale for tears going on just over there. I heard some cultists talk about it. We need to get us going. Like, it's everyone. They're just letting everyone just have their fill.
Yeah.
All the tears you want. All the rain. He's basically trying to do a fire sale distraction and trying to, like, say, like, in sort of the opposite direction of where they want to go.
Okay.
Could I at least get a couple of dice for you trying to use my charisma to
Well,
convince?
when we get to the point you need to pull it off, yes.
Yeah.
How does
Right,
how do the rest of you feel about that plan?
Don't ask me. I already like it.
I feel like we've got no choice. I feel like that's probably the best thing that actually we could do, because at the moment there's anything that's distraction, like really bad distraction. If we put ourselves in line, I feel like a couple of us might get, kicked off, like might die. So I think this is the most easiest distraction. So.
Yeah, Daniel's in hell. Literally anything that might improve our chances of getting out is preferable to doing nothing, no matter the risk.
How do you feel about Patrick? He seems pretty pissed off that you wouldn't give him the piece beforehand.
I feel I feel a wee bit sort of suspicious about him, because I feel like you got us in here, but like there's not something not quite adding up. Like this machine might not be for the use that it says it's for, but I'm like trying to think, okay, maybe it is, and try to think positive, because I'm thinking about like my children and stuff like that, and just thinking about my husband and getting back to my husband and my kids.
So it's reluctant as you are to trust
need to
him.
be right back.
You feel like you've got to cling on to this because you don't have much else here.
Yeah, pretty much, because we don't know what the other way out is going to be.
Yeah. If Daniel was in his right mind, he would have argued to just hand over the piece to him. But Daniel's not in a very good mindset at the moment, so he's not even. Yeah, he's not even really involved in the decision making or the argument. He's just muttering to himself and scratching at his face.
And what's
But I was going to say, but I can see. I think Betty can see why Jeffrey didn't just give him the piece, because he could have just taken the piece and just like left us. So I have respect for Jeffrey for doing that.
So would Betty, would you be saying to Jeff, hold on to it until the last minute?
Yeah.
Okay, and Jeff, what's your thinking behind holding on to the piece? Do you not trust him either?
Yeah. What the fuck? Man, no. What the fuck? So obvious. Hey, let me have the piece. Come on, baby. I'm like, no.
So what's your plan? Is your plan to just hold off to the last possible second before you give him it?
Oh, once we get close enough, I'll just give it to him.
Uh-huh. But you just don't trust him enough to give him at any point beforehand.
Yeah, but beforehand, and then he'll just leave up and now.
Absolute last second kind of deal.
Yeah. Once we see the machine, I'll probably give it to him.
Okay. As you are discussing this, one of the larger of these massive tentacled tree-like creatures makes its way over to the queue, and it's been coming that direction for a while now, and it's been making you nervous, but now it's like closing in, and it's like doo-doom, doo-doom, with these big heavy cloven feet, step at a time, sinking a couple of inches into the dirt each time it steps. And as it's getting close to the line, everyone's raising their hands and falling to their knees and screaming and pick me, bless me, Shonirath, I want to be one of your young, and all the rest of it. And it like leans its massive tentacle branches downwards. It wraps itself around this young woman and like pulls her up, and everyone starts cheering as if they're celebrating. And it like the whole length side of the creature splits open, and it's just this big gaping, dripping maw. And it just like throws her inside, and she screams as like the pain overtakes her, and it slams shut. And then there's just this like gulping, pulsating bulgingness beneath its skin for a few minutes, and then it just spits and vomits out the bones into a pool of acid right beside you all. And the pilgrims around you once more fall to their knees and start praying, thanking Shonirath for taking her. And hoping that they'll be next, and like using their fingers to like scoop up bits of the acid, burning their fingertips as they do so, and then using it to like burn patterns into their chests and on their face.
Right, we need to get the hell out of here. We
Everyone,
need to move faster.
no stress.
Oh, come on, man.
We literally just saw someone get like eaten.
Don't worry.
And we just literally saw some babies get killed.
Eaten and digested.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was just stalling for time so that he can back. Which one of you
Man, I'm
is?
ready to go.
Which one is you? Which one of you is nearest the edge of the queue? And if none of you want to be, it will be Patrick.
I was gonna say Richard's probably there because he was probably getting himself shifted over to sort of like to do the crowd thing.
You sure?
Yeah, that
You sure you want to do
Yeah.
that?
makes sense.
Yeah, like because if that was the plan, then he'd be like, right, you want to get as much of a crowd, so he tried to push himself to the edge to try and do it as like all in one direction.
Okay. I'm assuming you want to try and avoid being selected when it reaches down for another victim.
Oh yeah, like he would actually purposely try and grab another cultist to like push them in
I
front
was
of him,
about to
kind of
say,
thing.
yeah.
Okay. Make me a dice roll. Other action.
Um.
You get
Oh
one
no,
dice.
I'm not worthy. This guy is.
At the last second,
Jesus.
yeah. I mean, it helps because the other person wants to be taken, right? They're
Yeah.
not fighting it. They're eager. I mean, you create that just that little gap opening for them to push themselves through. They do so with abundance and just like throw their arms up, and it wraps itself around underneath their arms and like hoists them up, and repeats the process where it chews on them and spits them out right beside you. Something particularly unsettling, Richard, for someone that was like face to face with you a second ago, then just being vomited out their remains just a couple of feet in front of you.
Thing's hungry.
But you reach the entrance, and the priests on either side have like these big buckets, and they're taking like big handfuls and just like throwing the liquid over everyone as they like enter.
Does it look like the rain?
It doesn't look like the rain. Give me 1 second, I need to check something. Yeah, Betty and Daniel, yous know it's blood that they're throwing on them. You can smell the intense sensation of blood coming from inside this building, and obviously the substance they're throwing is blood. They're just like spattering on people as they like murmur in Latin as everybody enters, and then you finally get your view of the interior. So there's a big massive cathedral hall. At the very end is this large golden dais, and sat on top of it you can see what you recognise from the blueprints you saw previously as the machine. It is dripping with blood, and there are attendants there in robes pouring buckets of blood over it back and forth as they've like lit incense all around of it. Hanging in the centre of this room from these big massive chains which are attached at all angles, it looks like a 10-year-old boy wearing robes, like white robes, with these huge they look like rotten bat wings, like stretching out, like just enormous fucking things stretching out like 20 feet either side of them, and they're all like wrapped in chains and stretched out. The sound of the singing, the choir, is clearly coming from this boy, and the pilgrims are like being funneled into single file in front of him, and one by one they are hoisted up by the priests with their arms outstretched. The pilgrim has their arms outstretched up towards this child, and the child's whole head like opens up like a massive mouth, and he just bites off their head, and there's this sickening sound of crunch as the bone is like crunched. Clearly every pilgrim has been sacrificed and fed to this child in this way. Everyone roll stress.
Jesus Christ.
You're all fine.
Has nothing to do with that.
Betty, I'm going to suggest your next psychosis is going to be catatonic state. So you just go total spaced out as if you're not there. You don't see anything, you're
Yeah.
just zombified with fear.
Okay, so do I put what's called I'm gonna have?
For
It's my
the time being, that's the state you're going to be in as you're in extreme
Okay.
stress, but once that wears off, you can go back down to 1. And you can tell me which of your anchors you're scoring out.
okay.
I'm gonna give kudos. This music is good, interesting throat singing, and then sort of like angelic singing at the same time.
Yeah.
Clearly everything's been set up for this creature, which, even though it's like chewing people's skulls, it's still singing like a choir of young boys. It's angelic, it's sweet, it's soothing. You feel so much more relaxed as you enter into this place. And I think even Betty, your catatonic state will just kind of like slowly fade down as you become more relaxed because of the singing, and that's when you can go down to 1 stress. The line is long,
man.
so obviously it's like the whole length of the hall before you get funneled into like single file in front of this thing. After it's like chewed the head off the person, the body's pulled away, and you can see priests to the side butchering the bodies and draining the blood, which they then pour over the device. Patrick kind of just looks at you all and it's like, what the fuck is the plan?
Okay, this is, and what is just kind of like, right, well, I think, my gosh, what's called, how can we get behind it?
Anyway,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, okay, so that's the device there, correct?
Yeah, that on the dais. Yeah, that machine covered in blood. If it even
Okay, I
works
hand
covered
him-
in blood,
I
I
ha-
didn't think it'd be like that.
Hand in place. If you can get there, then do it. And I hand him the tablet.
Yeah, the little bit of brass. It's not a tablet, it's like a little stick. He takes in his palm and then wraps his hands around your hand and he goes, I can do this. I'll get you home, I promise.
Now, is there a corner around here?
There's 4 corners to the building. Obviously, either side of the long lengthways of the hall, there's like pillars, and then there's like that sort of side passage, but it's all open because it's all arches. Sorry, Swindle, what do you want to say?
Oh, did anybody think to bring a gun from the trucks?
I have a gun.
Yeah, Betty had a handgun, she said.
Got a
Okay,
handgun.
cool. Just double checking. Daniel's
Wait a
still
minute.
very not in his right mind.
Oh, Richard definitely doesn't have a gun.
My God, I still have my shotgun.
You have the rope, you can have the shotgun underneath it if you want, yeah. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so I'm praying.
Okay, I
I'm
think there
praying.
needs to be like some sort of distraction, but I don't know where.
How about you just sit there and pray?
Well, not sit there and pray because we need to get on the move.
Well, Richard was going to distract. Is that still the plan,
Oh, that's
Richard?
right.
Do you still think that'll work?
Yeah, are you still doing that?
Yeah, I think obviously since now inside it probably changed the play in regards to like I think probably to say like the vat, like we need the rain and the blood and stuff like that. Probably like try and distract, like the same kind of ploy to just throw attention. Probably Richard is probably going to be the distraction, like not to throw people looking somewhere, not like oh look over there, but probably trying to be the distraction himself.
I mean, you just have some time here to discuss and get it laid out.
Or you could say that Shonora has said to eat the boy.
Shunirath is the name.
Shinirath is said to eat the boy because that gives divine, divineness, divination.
Patrick leans
Or I
into
can
you
just-
as well and he's like, once the machine is active, you will need to be touching it in order for it to have any effect on you. So whatever you plan on doing, you need to make sure you can get to the machine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Is there
he
like a
says that
door?
and we're gonna be.
Other than the main entrance you came in,
Yeah.
no, there is not another door. There is not another exit you can see.
I imagine there's a mountain of corpses and body bits and stuff though when you're talking about all the butchering
Yeah,
and stuff.
butchering, like the 2 side passages would be where they'd be doing the butchering and the draining, and then just like wheeling the body parts off to the side.
You said this is a big place, and then outside. So we're inside the.
Yeah, it's your inside. You're just within the entrance at the moment. I mean, you're going to shuffle along. It takes quite a while because it's one person at a time getting chewed up.
Okay, so I have an idea. Because I still have the dynamite, don't I?
Nope, you never brought it with you. We had a whole discussion about the dynamite before you went into the hole. You never brought it with you.
No, I didn't. Right?
I bet you wish you did now.
Never mind. Yeah.
So is this... Explain to me the entirety of your plan. In detail.
God.
Okay, so I have an idea. Oh, Richard, I liked your first idea. You tell them that in the church they have more rain, and they're trying to give it out to the first person that gets here.
Oh,
that's
that's a really good idea. Like, the holiest needs to get fed first, and they'll be the best. Like, we need to show our devotion by bathing and
Correct.
such. Yeah, I like that idea.
Correct.
Yeah, yes.
Now Betty and I and Daniel will be on the other side, waiting for Patrick to get this thing done.
So you want
Oh.
Patrick at that point just to run for the machine? Is that correct?
Not run
Yeah,
for
it
the
seems
machine, just
logical.
when it-
Yeah.
What about the priests either side of the machine that are covering it in blood?
I'll handle them.
Okay. Daniel, you're looking up at this creature that I'm guessing you think you know its name. That is chained
Yeah.
from the ceilings.
When you say he's chained, like, is it more like the priests are forcibly restraining him, or that he's just like being hoisted up?
Sort of both. He's been suspended by the chains, but they're also pulled tight and wrapped around his wings and his body, presumably to hold him in place.
So it looks like he's trapped, or just
He's certainly been restrained, yes.
I have a backup to the backup, but it's going to be very dangerous.
Oh, I mean, everything you do here is very dangerous.
Well, once you do that distraction, I can try to figure out how to let this thing go, but we have to hurry up.
I mean, you just have time to figure it out before you get there. That's why I just want
Yeah,
clarity so we know what's going to happen.
Well, you said there's 2 priests actually holding it.
2 at the dais beside the machine covered in blood. There's a handful on either side of butchering bodies. There are a couple sort of like holding chains either side, just, not... if they let go, the chains wouldn't release. But they're obviously there to kind of like make sure the chains stay in place. And then there's the 2 at the entrance that were throwing blood on people.
Alright, so, yeah. The first extraction, and the second one, I'm going to try to bum rush one of them. And then pray that the thing up there tries to get loose. And Patrick's going to run and try to activate the thing. Anybody object to this idea?
No objections here.
No objections. Yeah.
You want to
So-
see how my distraction works?
Operation.
Richard, before you do that as well, Richard and Daniel, I mean, you've come in here and you've been... This choir sound has been getting almost unbearably loudly. Your eardrums are going to burst. But once you like enter into the building proper and you get full view of this creature strung up, the singing stops for you completely. And you just hear this like dry, whispery voice in your head. Welcome to my home. You're a man of God, Father.
Ooh.
Did Richard also hear the man of God aspect?
Yes, you can hear everything it says.
And I'm guessing the voice is in his head. Like, it's not
Yes.
like he's hearing it. It's like it's inside his head, like a subconscious thing.
It's a little like it's like someone sat on your shoulder, right? As if someone's whispering in your ear.
I guess he'd probably be thinking it's Daniel that's talking, but again, the fact that the music stops probably also creeped him the hell out.
Yeah. I think just hearing himself being addressed by this alien voice that does not belong to him, Daniel will just wide-eyed staring at the creature, knowing that it is heart of hearts that it's talking to him.
Well, yeah, I mean, as you look over to it, I mean, its head isn't a head, it's this big, bulbous, black, gaping mouth full of massive teeth, chomping and crushing someone's face before the body is discarded to the side, and then it sort of just morphs all bloody back into that of like a small child, a young boy.
Yeah, hearing the voice, though, Daniel will just stop praying out loud, and in his head, he'll think to himself, I am.
You're a servant of God?
Servant of God? What?
I am.
I too am a servant of God. I
Whoa,
am
Daniel, hold up. Whoa. Hey, I can hear it. Come on, let's stay here, my friend. Like, again, Richard trying to grab Daniel. At least he's picking up that Daniel's hearing it too.
Your friend is confused. But you need not be, my friend.
I am far from confused. Like, hey, come on, Daniel, you can see me. I can hear it too. Don't worry, I can hear what it's saying. And that's not your one guy. That's not your one guy. That's a very hungry kid.
I am the angel Samuel, sent from heaven by God.
Oh, you're that asshole? I didn't
Well,
say
you
that.
you can't hear him. Only those two can.
Oh.
Daniel, for lack of a better phrase, locks the fuck in and puts a hand on Richard as he grabs him, and is just like Daniel's not stepping forward. He's fully just stopped and is now just staring down the creature. And in Daniel's head, he goes, "No, you're not.
Why would you doubt
You're
me?
a demon."
No, I am an angel. The Father sent me, and I am lost. I am restrained by heathens. As a servant of
No.
God, I have awaited you. I need someone of your faith to release me, to allow me to travel back to heaven.
No, you're a demon. Speaks only lies.
Wait. It could be the distraction we need, Daniel.
Yes, Daniel. Ford, listen to your friend. Think of your loved ones. Don't you wish to return home?
I rebuke you. I deny you.
Why would you forsake me? I am an angel of
Spawn
God.
of Satan.
I am the chosen of heaven.
Prince of lies.
Listen to my voice. And then it sings a chorus at a volume and intensity that is going to blow your brains. Roll stress.
I have entered delusion.
Such is the sound of God Almighty in your eardrums, Richard.
I am now. Everything looks like it is actually back on Earth. This is a church. They're getting baptized. Everything is totally fine.
The bat wings become dove wings, and the
Oh yeah,
the
it's just
hideous
literally
maw becomes a halo.
as it's like his brain has just snapped, and everything just looks like this is a cathedral back. Like everything looks pristine and normal and such, and it's like people are getting walked away and they're sitting and they're looking all happy. There's a choir, there's candles lit, there's little cherubs flittering around.
Jeff and Betty, you can see blood just like trickling out of Richard's ears.
Oh gosh.
And for you, Betty, that's a little uncomfortable because you really want to taste. Roll stress for me, please, Betty. Unless you want to sup.
No.
Well, then-
I'm just thinking because I've only got one stress and I'm gonna get second stress because that just
yeah, but
usually
you'll be
happens.
fine because you got loads, right? Yeah, you fight off. Maybe you get uncomfortably close to him. Maybe your tongue does a dart thing. Then you realise, oh shit, that's happening to me now. But yeah. But you don't need to actually do it.
So I didn't take stress, but like I didn't snap the way that Richard did. But is the singing still just very loud?
No,
like
it's just
gonna
like a
make my...
sudden blast of it, just for effect. And that sends Richard over the edge, and then it subsides, and it's just quiet
subsides. Yeah, I again now instead of my hand just kind of like essentially being like, no, Richard, I'm fine. I'm not moving. It's now gripping Richard's shoulder,
You
and
see Daniel.
out loud,
Uh-huh.
I will scream,
Oh.
I deny you. Spawn of Satan, Prince of Lies. You belong in this place of hell.
Okay, so early activation of plan, I guess, while Richard is in a delusional state.
Yep.
As you yell out, and you didn't need to because you didn't take stress.
Nope.
The
Nope.
priest they're about to lift up or are lifting in the body from the next offering turn face you. The guys at the chains in the sides kind of drop what they're doing and they all stare at you. The ones that were like chanting in the corner stop and everyone just kind of looks at you for a second, Daniel, and then immediately make their way hurriedly towards you. And the crowd just kind of like takes a step back, opening and Daniel's just sort of standing there, and you just catch Daniel before anything else happens. This flicker of a smile on the child's face. What do the rest of you want to do when they're clearly about to move in on Daniel? And
Hey, I have a
Patrick to
sailload
go to the
holy
machine.
water.
not Richard because he's delusional, but everyone else.
I gesture Patrick to go to this machine, or
Yeah, you gesture for Patrick, okay, and he starts to move through the crowd. What do you and Betty do? Or what does Daniel do as well?
I release my grip on Richard, and I am going to try to. Fuck it! I'm bum rushing Samuel.
Okay, so straight to the front of
priests
the
are making-
queue,
Yeah.
between the 2
I've tried
priests.
to weave around them as they come at me, and I've tried like cross out, like I'm trying to make my way to Samuel.
Okay, so
No idea what I'm gonna do.
we'll have you roll for that second. So he does that. And what do you do, Betty?
I'm with like Jeffrey, just like focusing in on the plan.
Okay, yeah, but so what do you do in this moment? What's your action?
Feel like she asks Jeffrey in a sense,
Ask him what?
you know, what should we do?
Oh, you panic and you don't know what to do.
I'm not sure. I mean, where?
The crowd takes a step back, leaves Daniel kind of his own. He bum rushes forward to try and push his way towards the Samuel creature. The priests are all like rushing Daniel. You tell Patrick to make a move. He ducks down and starts trying to worm his way through the crowd without being noticed. Richard just sort of stands there, doolally for a second. What do you two do?
I'm kind of watching Patrick right now.
Okay, so you're just standing back and watching what he does? Are you letting the priests go for Daniel? If you don't tell me, I'm going to assume you're not doing anything for a moment as you just kind of see what's happening.
Wait 2 seconds. I just need to think about this, okay?
You don't have 2 seconds, it's happening now.
Right, I know, but I'm
Right,
trying to
okay,
think. Okay, I'm just like 2
Okay,
seconds.
so here's the thing. Okay, Betty, you watch Patrick. Okay, I'll handle this. And I mean, is he
I've got
doing
a plan.
like good dodging?
I have a plan. I have a plan.
Time for
Right,
a plan? I'm sorry.
Jeffrey, if you got your shotgun, see the window. What's called shoot the window.
Window going to?
But that'll be a distraction.
Lock the window, shoot the priest.
Right, okay. Daniel,
I don't
give
shoot the
me a
window.
dice roll. You've got 1 dice to charge forward and try and make it to Samuel before the priests grab you.
Fuck that! I'm just gonna here we go.
You can add a stress to reroll,
Yeah, I mean,
or
I've
you can
got
let them
2
grab you.
Stress. Fuck that. Well.
You can do it. Okay, so that we're banking 1 stress roll. You can do it again if you want.
Oh, we're banking these. Okay, yeah, fuck it, I'll go to heaven. Dude.
That's 2 banked.
Why?
I'm getting flashbacks here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, next stress roll that failed. It's time to get all shotgunny.
You want to
Go ahead.
Hang on. Do you want to go again, Daniel?
Please, God.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now make me 3 consecutive stress rolls.
Oh my god.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Wow. Tanking it.
Wow.
Deus Vult!
Storms through, stumbles for a moment, ducks under the arms of one of the cultists that tried to grab you, and you run up. Now he's hanging from chains, so he's like a few feet above you, suspended. What do you do when you get to him?
Again, just like I look absolutely fucking insane, despite all the mutations and everything already making me look crazy. Daniel is just full on convinced that he bum rushes, weaves through all the priests, and just pounces on Samuel, his cross outstretched, like he's going to, if nothing happens, he's going to attempt to like shove the cross into Samuel's face.
Right, so you're going to leap up, trying to scramble. Well, I mean, he's very small. He's a 10-year-old child. Leap up into the air, grab onto him, and just slam your crucifix into his face.
Yeah, and just screaming out like I deny your lies, you wicked demon of
Okay,
hell.
roll me a dice.
I banish you from this.
Roll me a dice. 1 dice.
Please, God.
Okay, so I'll give you the option, because you don't have to re-roll it. If you don't re-roll it, he's going to bite off your hand.
I can't function without my
choice?
cross. It's my safety blanket.
Because...
Or wait, was I supposed to?
No, that's
Okay,
fine.
wait.
That's fine. The stress dice didn't trigger your stress roll. The 6 did.
Yeah.
You plunge it into his face, into his forehead, and it just sticks into his forehead. And he just giggles the way like a small schoolboy would do. And you can hear him whispering inside your head once more. That's it, Daniel. Me and you together, servants of God. Thank you. And then he just kind of like convulses his whole body, and the wings beat and snap the chains that were holding him. And he flaps and like raises several feet into the air with you still holding on to him, your crucifix still stuck into his head.
Oh.
What do the rest of you want to do?
Can I get a bead on him, or?
Richard watching Daniel hugging an angel and being lifted up into the sky.
Just as Daniel has wanted.
Hey, are the chains still around him, or?
The chains are like hanging off of him in places, but his strength of his wings just like snap them free. Like you hear them,
forget
it's
that
like
idea.
you just hear them like creak for a second and then snap.
That idea.
So what would you and Betty like to do? I'm gonna roll for Palmer in a second.
Alright, fuck it, we're doing action shit. I'm gonna do action shit too. Try to grab one of the chains.
You notice off to the side as well, Jeffrey and Betty. You notice off to the side, Palmer is like trying to like run past the crowd and get past the priest, and one of the priests is just like wrapped his arms around him and like tackled him to the floor.
Oh shit.
Gotcha. Alright, that's me. I'm gonna give him the big old boot.
So, tell me what you're doing.
I'm going to boot the damn priest.
Boot him,
It's not like
kick him.
Patrick. Yes.
You're just running over, volley kicking him, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, give me a dice roll. And you
Bare minimum.
can stress reroll. If you don't, then it's not going to connect. Okay. You run over, boot him in the face, sends him like, just stars for a second, and he lets go of Palmer. And Palmer just like scrabbles to his feet and starts running towards the machine. But you can see the two priests that were pouring the blood over the machine have now put down their buckets of blood, pulled out a nasty pair of curved looking daggers, and they're like running over in the direction. Well, one of them is kind of run over direction of where Samuel just took flight, and the other is like running over towards Patrick on a direct like collision course.
Alright, like full on sprint at the guy's full on sprint on Patrick.
They don't need to full on sprint. I mean, it's not that big a space to cover. He's just
Alright,
like.
so I shoot the one
gets
that's going towards Patrick.
Alright, so you pull your shotgun and shoot him, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Out of my pocket.
Give me the dice roll.
That'd be 2 dice of my area experience, or
I will give you 2 dice because it's a shotgun and it's point blank close range. Oh, I love this.
oh no.
Before I reveal this, Betty, what do you want to do? Or would you like to hold a second, Betty, to see what happens?
I'm going to hold a second to see what happens,
Alright.
and then on that outcome, I will
Sure.
act accordingly.
Okay, Jeff, you pull out your shotgun, point blank, boom, fire off the shot at him. The guy's chest just explodes out and he like stumbles. And then all of these black tentacles just come writhing out of the gaps in his chest, and the hood falls backwards, and you just see this black blob of a head with these demon red eyes glowing in the center, and it just like all these tentacles just writhe outwards, and it just like jumps onto Patrick. What do you want to do, Betty?
Oh.
Well, time to bum rush the goo.
Well, what's Betty doing?
Okay. So it goes on to Patrick the goo.
It's not a goo. It's the cultist. His insides were all tentacles, and the tentacles just like lash out at Patrick.
Okay. Oh gosh, because Patrick knows the
Machine, yeah.
the machine, right?
Knows the phone number at Delbone.
So, oh,
But also you've
What's
had
good?
Daniel who's like holding this angel child that just flew upwards.
okay. Probably best just like shooting at the demon child, because that's probably gonna be the best thing.
You have
Yeah.
1 dice. Now you can keep that roll if you want, but if you keep that roll, you're not only going to miss the angel, you're going to hit Daniel.
Oh no, okay, right, we'll try again.
You're fine.
And Jeff, you've got to make me a stress roll for that last roll.
Gotta be alright.
Always the 2 and the family. Jesus.
Jess, you take stress when you see tentacles come out of the cultists because you're like, oh shit, they're not human. Betty, with the 6, you hit that baby square wherever you were aiming, and he just like plummets to the ground. Unfortunately, roll me stress though, Betty. Okay, plummets to the ground with Daniel. They crash into like pews and furniture. And then one of the priest cultists that were at the side butchering bodies like lunges at you with a butchering knife. Betty, what'd you do?
Will I hit him back
With the
with
butt.
the shotgun?
Well, you've got
Shotgun.
the pistol. Jeff has the
Yeah.
shotgun. You can just hit him with the
Yeah.
butt of the gun. Okay, roll me a dice.
But
Anything that's not a 1, 2, or 3 will do it. You want to stress to re-roll that?
I suppose so.
Otherwise, you're going to take a nasty butcher knife wound. Excellent. Roll stress. You dodge the blade, you smack him with the butt of the gun, and you keep it together, Pet, because you're iron. Richard, all this is going on. Gunshots ring out. The angel crashes to the ground. People are screaming, panicking. What'd you do?
I imagine like when the gunshot rings out, like it's kind of like the end of a horror movie where you kind of see flashes of reality through the delusion, and it's like with every like shotgun shot or pistol shot, he's seeing like actually what's happening.
Yeah, the singing of the people chanting hymns like turns into like panicked screams.
Yeah.
So it depends if you're allowing my delusion
You
to
can snap
like
out of it, yeah.
snap out.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm back down to 1.
Now you're on your you've got 1 more to burn, right?
I have no anchors to burn.
remains-
All of my anchors are burned.
Okay, so once you can no longer reset when you hit 6, you're gone.
Cool.
Sanity wise.
Christ.
I guess like in his clarity he'll rush to help Patrick. And just bum rush the tentacle monster.
Okay.
Or bull rush actually,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
bull
yeah.
rush charge with shoulder kind
Charge
of thing.
into him to like stop him from preventing Patrick from getting to the machine. Okay. Give me a
Yes.
dice roll.
I imagine this is 1 dice.
Yep. Oh, fantastic. Charge into the creature, smack into him, roll to the ground as it wraps its tentacles around you, and you're both embroiled in this grapple, which allows Patrick to get to his feet 1 more time and gets to the machine and just like starts frantically looking it over for where to attach the piece that he has. Daniel, you've crashed to the floor with Samuel.
Is Samuel still active, or is he?
Bleeding from the side of his chest where the gunshot has gone in.
Can I attempt to pull my hand and my cross free?
Sure, you didn't get bit, so yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
You were just holding on to him.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I'll. If Samuel is like not moving or like not even breathing or anything like that.
He's breathing heavily, he's bleeding, he's groaning with pain, and his massive wings are still like flapping now and again. So he's still alive, but yeah, doesn't look well. Free me, Daniel. Take us back home to heaven. What'd you do, Daniel?
I commit you to the Heavenly Father for judgment for your sins. Let He judge you. Is there, did we just like crash down somewhere?
Yeah, you just dropped straight back down again into the furniture, the pews and stuff around you.
Is there anything that looks kind of long and or sharpish?
Yeah, there'd be a big splinter of wood.
Fantastic. I take that into my hands with my cross being held like in between the makeshift stake and my hand, and I will attempt to drive it into Samuel's heart.
Okay, just upraised and plunge it down into him. Okay, I'm going to make you make a dice roll. Not because he can stop you doing anything really, because he's been shot. It's just to see if any of the priests that are running around tackling you intercept.
Fair enough. Deus Vult. Deus Vult. God wills this!
Stress roll.
I'll make a stress roll.
Yes. Oh man, okay. Plunge it into this child's body, and he screams the way a child would scream if you did, like, what are you doing? And it's just a scream of an angel dying, and this spurt of the blood just like pouring out of this wound all over your hands, and the intense urge overwhelming you to feed on this blood. But you fight it off.
I shall not partake of this unholy sacrament.
Richard tackled the one. We come back to Jeffrey. You blasted him. Then Richard ran in and tackled him. Patrick runs up to the machine. The other priest that had ran over to Daniel is now running back over with his dagger to you.
Me?
Yes. Because you just shot a guy.
Alright, cool. Do some CQC. Alright, disarming.
I assume this is
Ready?
a shotgun blast to disarm him.
I mean, how big is the knife?
Just a literal disarm. Just remove the
A
arm.
big, long, curved dagger. It's probably about 7-8 inches long, you would guess.
Right, yeah. I shoot him.
Right, okay. Give me a roll for shotgun.
Oh, yeah, his
Boom!
arm's gone.
Blow his fucking arm off with the shotgun at this range, and he like spins and like lands on the ground. He was human.
Face.
Oh, that's good.
Screams in pain as
Yeah.
he like starts bleeding out on the ground. Betty,
That
you
shall
just
go his
like
head.
like
Hurry up!
yeah, sorry, Betty, you like pistol whipped this one guy. You see a second one kind of like coming towards you, but he's a lot more cautious because he's got his arms out and he's trying to like just sort of like corner you off. And then there's another priest from the queue that's just kind of trying to corner you off as well. But obviously you have a gun, so they're just sort of trying to like distract you and move in to grab you. What do you want to do? You could try and escape them. You could,
I just run.
or you could shoot one of them if you want. When you've got plenty of bullets.
I just run.
Okay, so you want to try and duck through them to get to the others at nearer the front of the cathedral.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a dice. Amazing, Betty. So you duck between them and duck between the two of them. One kind of like falls over himself. The other one like runs around to try and get you, but you like weave between these like archways up the side and make your way up around the side of the dais. And you can see like Patrick there, and he's like screwing the little metal thing onto one of the things, and he's like turning in a dial in another part, and he's like wiping blood off one part with his sleeve as he's trying to like calibrate the settings. And then you look up Betty, and you can see like this opening that's like all glass in the ceiling, and something's happening with the sky above. Something's definitely moving up there. And then, do you want to roll stress for me, Betty? As the glass in the ceiling shatters open. You hold it together, Betty, but you realise, maybe no one else realises immediately, but you do because you're staring right at it. The sky is like coming down into the hole in the ceiling.
I'm just like, guys, we need to move now. Come on.
God is coming.
Patrick, time to turn
We
the
need to
machine on!
go. Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, Patrick, come on. Get this done.
Okay, I think I have it. Everyone grab hold.
god, just let me finish wrestling this fucking tentacle monster.
I pull the stake from Samuel's corpse and I will go to where Richard is still struggling and attempt to stab the creature.
Okay. Are you doing that alone? Is anyone helping him?
Oh, Richard's definitely gonna help.
Uh-huh. You can both roll 1 dice then.
Add a second dice because I'm totally the Doomslayer.
Well, it's the joint effort, so you get like 2 dice because 1 each.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yous are so great.
A stress reroll.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe you want to let
Yeah.
Daniel do it. He has more stress than you.
Well.
Yeah, tentacle monster. So, well, you're fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
you run over and you're about to plunge into him, Daniel. The creature turns around and just like the horror of seeing it up close, this visage of other right in front of you, and the big hole in the chest. It's just this writhing mass of tentacles of varying sizes and length, all squirming
Ugh.
around, and they move as if they're going to like turn around and lunge at you. And then what do you do?
I fucking fully stab it in the chest, or I think its heart should be.
Sure. Right inside and just up a little bit to get right in where the organ should be, and you find yourself just like driving it further and further until it starts to like just like poke right into the skull at the top, and then you like
Yep.
draw it out when the body finally goes limp.
I just hold my head out to Richard, all covered in gore and nastiness, and just looking absolutely fucking insane.
Take my hand if you want to leave.
Yeah, get up, Richard.
Might as well.
We're going home.
Grab the hand and go.
Go towards the machine and
At that point,
Hold
that's
on.
when you guys and Jeffrey, because of Betty shouting, look up and you just see this big, massive, thick tentacle mass all coiled together, just slowly like worm its way in through the ceiling.
Oh, that's someone else's problem. We have somewhere to go.
It's coming
Yep.
straight down,
Yes.
like straight down from the ceiling, straight down. If it went straight down, it would be smashing into the machine.
ugh. Yeah.
We
no.
can get there before it.
Oh, such faith in Patrick's abilities. I love it. See what a bonding exercise this is. You didn't trust him at first.
Yeah, exactly. Right. This guy's got the best intentions. It's not his fault that he's a bloodsucker.
Does anyone want to do anything before you grab hold of the machine?
The shop
full on-
is shut.
I full on kiss the crust and just hold it to my chest and close my eyes, and whatever happens, fucking happens.
There are a number of just like hand grips on the machine at various points where you're obviously supposed to grab it, and that becomes obvious as you approach the machine. So again, does anyone do anything else before they grab the machine? As these massive tentacles come reaching down from above.
Oh, I grabbed the machine.
You Betty?
Yeah.
We grab the machine.
Okay, just in case people with
I-
guns wanted to shoot something first, that's fine.
Yeah,
Alright,
no, fuck that.
Give me a break, dude. Come on.
Patrick
We
like
out.
grabs the grip lever at the front, and he's like, "Good luck, my friends."
Later.
Nothing
Thank you.
happens.
What? Well, you know what? God wills it.
The
Was there
tentacles
anything?
come down.
Was there any words or anything?
Yes, yes, yes. And he like recalibrates something, but as he's doing that, the tentacles come down and start to like wrap themselves around you. What do you just want to do?
I
Punch it.
Oh, you know what? I still have. Still have my stake. I fucking stab at it then.
You're gonna punch it. You're gonna stab it. What about Jeff and Betty?
I'm gonna shoot it.
You're gonna shoot it. What about you, Jeff?
But the staff?
The tentacles from the
The
ceiling.
gonna
tentacles
shoot it.
are.
Shoot it. Okay,
reaching us,
everybody
yeah.
roll me a dice.
I don't have time for Katamari.
God wills this. God
I
wills
love how
it.
the
God wills
punching
it. God
works.
wills it. God wills it. God wills it. God wills it.
Punching
Oh,
works. The stabbing works. The shotgun doesn't do much.
Shit.
The stress roll.
Wait, panic.
Panicked. I saw 4 and I was like, fuck.
It's 6. It's a 6. It still counts.
You guys are making sausage backwards? Are you making a sausage roll?
What the fuck?
What the
I
fuck?
was making that myself.
Yeah, stop. It's my caregiver. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everything except the shotgun blast has an effect, and you manage to beat off.
Wait, really? Oh.
Stab several times. Handgun shot causes those tentacles to recoil, but the shotgun one just kind of like just goes through it, and the thing just kind of like, there's so many tentacles, they just like fill the space again and like grab a hold of Jeffrey. Do the rest of you want to do anything to help Jeffrey?
Well, yeah, we need to like all just kind of band together.
Yeah, I'll like
The hammer.
with my bloody, well-used stake at this point. I'm wielding it like the sword of God. Just back, demon.
Alright, Daniel, give me a roll. All your faith.
All my faith. Come on.
You can add stress.
I got stressed. Oh, shit.
Make stress roll, please. Ah, such a tank
I
in
am
that
the
4-1.
Dude Slayer.
Alright, okay.
I am so going to church.
Patty's like, okay, and he throws the switch. There's a blinding flash of light.
It's here.
Blinding
Holy
flash
shit.
of light, and you're all lying on the ground, flat out. The sounds of the wind and desert above you, the bright, warm sun high in the sky. Everybody roll a dice for me.
Oh no.
Alright, let's see here. I need to compare. Oh, no.
Do I need to roll? Reroll or?
Hang on. No. Okay, so Richard got 6.
Oh, it's not succeed or fail. It's okay. I see. We all get a different flavor of something. Okay.
What'd Jeff get? Okay. Yes. Jeff, you're lying on the ground and you're panting. It's really hard to breathe, like as if you're like at high altitude or something. You're just like, it's hard for you to get air. The rest of you just like lying there for a second before your brain quite realizes that what's happening now is real.
We're home, yeah.
Daniel doesn't even like open his eyes. He just feels the ground beneath him and just grabs a fistful of dirt and is just confirming that it's real before he finally risks peeking up at the sky.
The sky's blue, the sun is bright.
Oh, this is light good news.
Sit up and kind of look around.
You
Do I?
Yeah, you see
Oh.
Jeff beside you, sort of like
Uh-huh.
lying on the ground, hunched over. You see Betty lying there, arms stretched out, and where her right hand should be is just this hideous claw.
Oh, for fudge.
You look over to where Richard is, who is also hunched over, and there's like a monster where Richard was. All scaly
Oh.
skin, big massive claw in one hand, panting with breath. Very similar to Jeffrey. Betty, you look over and you can see what must be Daniel, because it's the way Daniel's dressed, but it also looks like a
Oh, no.
monster. Just like this reptile looking scale instead of like human skin. But it's still got his clothes, his glasses, his hair.
Put my gloves on, put a glove on to just kind of
Well, you don't have a
hide
glove,
my
but that's
claw.
where we're going to stop today.
Oh, perfect timing. I gotta get
I
going.
think
but
she's just
holy
gonna-
shit!
I think she's just gonna say to one of them to just like remove her claw, just like chop it off.
Well, you can. I don't think you would calmly just suggest that.
I think she would.
This isn't the end of the story, is it? Just the end of the session?
Yeah, just the end of the session.
Ah, fuck.
You still need to
Yeah.
find the machine on this side and stop the seeker.
Great.
Why don't you just give me one last stress roll as you realise your mutations?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, now I fucking break.
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's called Betty's just like fuck off. Just fuck off this fucking
She's just
bloody
like, for
mermaid.
fuck's sakes.
Yeah, it's just like I fucking don't give a toss
Get
about
the
this.
fuck, I got a fucking claw
Yeah.
now. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just such an inconvenience.
Yeah, you made it back to a human world.
Yeah, but she's gonna have her hand chopped off.
Well, that's not usually a good idea, but yeah.
Richard is very, very close to just being the super monster he is.
Yeah, well, you know.
So, if I can give you your actual mutations, just so you know, Betty, one of your hands is turned into a claw. Richard, I'll get you in a second. Daniel, your skin is now scale, like a snake.
So I still look like Daniel. I'm just
Yeah,
scaly
you're
skin.
but your skin has changed. You've got the other mutations you had before, still.
Oh, lovely.
And
So the extra
Jeff,
nostrils.
your one is you're just like all hunched. Your form, you can't. Your spine is no longer straight like a human's, and your chest is smaller, so you're always short of breath. Richard, your skin is like scales. You have claws for hands. You have hoofs for feet. You're all hunched over, and you find it hard to breathe.
Awesome.
And your eyes are
Holy shit.
bulbous and pure black.
Oh, great.
So you are like a monster,
Nice.
and you're almost insane.
Which I'm sure is going to
Do
not factor
I mean,
into it.
I feel like this is something that would pretty much drive him insane. I don't think there is anything like this
Well,
wise I could do.
I mean,
like
you-
this is like Jesus.
I mean, yeah, you're nearly maxed out, so you can just have it last a while.
Hilariously, the only anchor I have left is my cross, and one of my phobias, my psychosis, is I can't function without it. So if I get rid of it, I'm just gone. I'm just
Okay,
done.
yeah.
Wait, I have an idea for Richard. You know Soma, where he doesn't see that he's a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
He just
yeah,
sees
yeah,
himself
yeah.
as human. He that's
look-
all he sees. Totally delusional.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Dude, that game fucked me up. Anyways, I gotta go. That was awesome. Holy shit. The fact that it's not the end of the story is deeply terrifying. I love it. I
No.
can't wait.
If you'd all died, it would have been the end. But you made
Yeah.
it through.
Somehow.
Like half of my stress got burned in this entire session.
Dude. Rick said, I'm coming for your sanity, and he fucking came for it.
You're in an alternate world. I had to.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I did love that there were several moments where completely unprompted, both me and Grip
yeah.
just roll stress noise because, like, nope, that's fucked. He would roll for that. All right,
It'll be easy
I
now.
really gotta get going.
You've only got one monster to deal with now. It'll be easy.
Yeah, sure. All right, I gotta get going. That was awesome. Catch you guys next time.
So yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm trying to like remember all the questions I have for end of session to see if I can get answers, but not yet.
I think any session from now could be the final session, depending on how things go.
Now the fun part is trying to remember where the fucking machine is on this side of the world, the dimension.
Yep. Well, I mean, you don't know. You need to find it. That's the thing. That's what he was looking for. Which means you need to find someone who might know where the machine is. And there's only 2 persons, or there should only be 2 persons on your notes that could be. See, Laura, you've still got a whole stress track after this track finishes. You're fine. Jeff's got a lot of stress left, though.
I'm gonna go and annoy Paula.
Yep.
So thank you very much, and I will see you all on Wednesday.
See you, man.